Starting things off with Mitsuki, the son of Orochimaru, more than lives up to expectations that come from having a father who is viewed as both being a Kage killer and as one of the legendary Sannin, a trio who collectively equal the 5 Kage. Mitsuki is exceptionally talented for his age, and he's clearly a genius. Just the fact that he's able to use Sage Mode is a sign that Mitsuki has enormous chakra levels, because to even attempt Sage Mode training, you have to have high chakra reserves as a requirement. Like Orochimaru, he's able to use the body modification jutsu to stretch his limbs out to attack from a distance, or ensnare his enemy in a chokehold, or grab hold of them. He's also immune to most known poisons, and his body was genetically created by Orochimaru to quickly adjust and build immunity to whatever new poisons he hasn't been introduced to, which we saw in the battle with Boruto. He's able to use Orochimaru's striking shadow snakes to attack from a distance, and on top of being skilled in taijutsu, he's just as sneakily deceptive as Orochimaru, because Mitsuki in episode 15 was shooting out needles from his mouth like he was a New Yorker in the 90s that spit out that razor blade from the mouth to cut somebody. He can also use his snakes to communicate with them and gather intel. Boruto episode 6 showed us that he does have some sensory ability without being in Sage Mode, as we saw during the graduation test with Kakashi. Mitsuki also uses sealing jutsu that is strong enough to briefly hold down someone as strong as Kakashi. When he does enter into Sage Mode, depending on which translation you use, Orochimaru states that Mitsuki is either stronger than he currently is in Boruto or has the potential to be stronger than him. However, his Sage Mode is no joke at all, regardless which translation you use. His chakra snakes surround his body and can lash out at his enemy. His overall speed increases to a level that he blitzed Orochimaru in log, and his power was enough that at full Sage Mode blast was strong enough to bring Deepa down to his knees, which speaks volumes to the strength level of his great lightning snake jutsu that he used on Deepa. The basic snake lightning allows him to shoot off a snake-shaped form of lightning that can strike his enemy, but it's not even his strongest lightning release jutsu. In the manga, Mitsuki also knows purple lightning, which he used against Owl in the manga version of the fight. Purple lightning being Kakashi's lightning release jutsu that he created after the war because he felt incapable of protecting Konoha without the Sharingan and the ability to safely perform the Raikiri, which I covered in a whole video explaining behind why Kakashi almost didn't become Hokage.